Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Melanie, your She Shed Scrapper. So today I am back with a layout for the Erica Rose Creates design team. I am using two of her cut files, the Filmstrip and then the Viewfinder. The wonderful thing about these ones is that you can size them to whatever size you need, and they are both great layering pieces. So I cut out two of each, one each of black and one of kind of a navy to go with my papers. So for this layout, I kind of got the idea from one of the Cherry on Top sketch challenges from a few weeks ago, with kind of the layering of the papers. I am combining both the Alex collection, which is very old from Bella Boulevard, with the new Teen Vibe Carson collection from Bella Boulevard as well. And so I have the 6x8 paper pad from Alex, and that's what that paper there is from. The star paper is from the Teen Vibe Carson, and that was a paper that I had gutted for a different layout. And then I actually just used whatever was left over and put that in the middle of my white cardstock. So this layout came together pretty quickly. So you can see I'm kind of playing around with the two cut files. Again, the Viewfinder and the Filmstrip. I also pulled out some flares from Scrap and Happy Studio to kind of accent these as well. I am going to keep that one Viewfinder down at the bottom and then add the film strip up at the top. I initially, when I kind of envisioned the layout, thought that I would kind of layer the two pieces together, I guess. But that is not how I end up doing this. So kind of getting the idea of the layout, I did want to add more maybe patterns, more papers to the left-hand side of the page, because, you know, it just felt off balanced, I guess. So I am using a scrap piece of this black and white, not black and white, black and gray diagonal stripe paper, and then I am layering the acetate, the stars on top of that. I wanted to be able to kind of bring in a few extra colors. You can see the primary colors are kind of the teal, the black, the white, and the navy. But by adding the acetate, it kind of brought in a few extra colors somewhere. And then that will, I feel like, allow me to use the star flares at the top right of the screen from Scrap and Happy Studio. I actually will use 3 of them. So that was nice to be able to use some of those up. So I have the 2 photos. They are from when we went to the movies a couple of summers ago, I think, at this point, when Elemental came out. We were down visiting family, and we took my kids and my niece and nephew to the movie. So I have a couple of photos to document that. And really, I've been looking at these photos and not really having an idea of how I wanted to scrapbook them. So I'm thankful for the Viewfinder in the film strip. I kind of got the idea, I don't even know where, if it was Facebook or Instagram, just with the layering pieces. And I thought they were good, maybe, I guess, pieces for the movies. So that's kind of where I got the idea. And then once I picked kind of the collection I wanted to use, then that's kind of where I was like, oh, I could use the 6x8 paper pad like that A Cherry on Top sketch. So really now it's just piecing everything together. I am popping this photo up on foam tape. I also double matted that one in white and then black. And then the one that I'm taping down now, that I just matted in white because it is kind of on a busy background. And then that one is just taped right down to the paper. For my title, I don't know if they're epoxy or puffy, but from the Teen Vibe Carson collection. I think it's supposed to say like food screen, something, repeat, but I decided just to use the word screen. In real life, you can see it a lot better than looking at it right now. Because it is that gray, it's the same gray and black diagonal stripe as that paper. So it is a little hard to see now, but in in person, you can see it better. And then I'm going to end up using the alphas from the sticker sheet for time. Again, another, I guess, reason I was happy I added the acetate was that I did not have all the same colors in that alpha left over. So that, again, allowed me to bring in other colors for my title. Unfortunately, the only E I think I had left was that navy. So again, in person, it shows up a lot better than it does on camera. There is a navy E hiding over there. So this is where I kind of bring in a couple of the flares. I decided to use the film strip on the top left as kind of an anchor for an embellishment cluster. So with embellishment clusters, I like to kind of combine different sized elements. I have kind of the larger flare from Scrap and Happy Studio, and then I used a phrase sticker to kind of complement that. The way I have them placed leaves a good spot kind of at the top of them for a third embellishment. And so I actually am going to sneak in another flare from Scrap and Happy Studio that says awesome. That just kind of tucks in there really nicely. And so that just kind of completed that cluster. Over on the right on the viewfinder, I added another one of the star flares from Scrap and Happy Studio. And then just kind of, I had just a small piece of scallop sticker left, so I trimmed that and tucked that into that cluster as well. And then you can see that I did add that second film strip down the length of that photo over there too. So with this one here, just kind of adding these, I think they're epoxy dots now, and kind of just adding those to each of the clusters, and then seeing if there's anything else that I want to add to finish off the layout. I do decide to add these photo corners to this, I guess the photo on the right, just for that one to pop out a little bit more from that busy background. So once that's kind of finished, that's going to finish off the layout. Definitely check out Erica's shop. She's got kits and cut files and collections, and you can use the code Melanie for 15% off your order. So check her out. I will have her shop linked down below. But I hope you guys enjoyed this layout, and we will see you next time. Bye, guys.